It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From American Airlines Center in Dallas, tonight, the Dallas Mavericks playing host to the LA Clippers. Brunson to Porzingis. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Learn from that. You got to be a step ahead of the offensive player. Know that fake is coming again later.
Fires the three, and he buries it.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Counted at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
George. Paul George. 2 for 2. That's what you want. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Scores from the post.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Leonard. And that's rebounded by the Mavericks. Brunson to Porzingis. Dallas with 4 to shoot. Porzingis. KP. Kristaps Porzingis. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Strong finish for Paul George.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
To Brunson. Hardaway. To Leonard. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
And he makes them both. Brunson to Luka Doncic. To Porzingis. KP, Kristaps Porzingis. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
That's his first personal foul.
Paul George is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. And he hits the second. Hits all 3 free throws. Doncic, the pass taken away by the Clippers. To George. Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Here comes the screen. Oh, he had him there for a second. Hardaway goes to the left side. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Porzingis for 2. Not today.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Gets it in the right corner. Williams to Leonard. Here's a chance from long range, and Kawhi Leonard buries the 3 with a hand in his face.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Curling inside. No good. Defense catching a break there. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First one, count it.
Leonard shooting 2.
Goes 2 for 2. Now Rick Carlisle going to use a timeout. His guys have come out flat. Slow start in this first quarter.
Turn to page 15 in today's game program for the latest trivia questions and submit your answer on the team website. One lucky winner will have a chance to receive $500 by making a half-court shot.
Dallas has it. Seth Curry, tough matchup against George. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Leonard. Double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that 3.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
And a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
Short jumper off the mark.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter, but the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
That ends the period. It's been all Clippers so far. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. It's LA Clippers ball. George. Paul George. Can't ask for much more. He's perfect. 5 for 5 from the field.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Knocked loose. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. So the Mavericks will keep the possession. Right. To Seth Curry. And it's Zubats with the rebound. To Paul George. Has a chance. Paul George. It's like he's shooting into the ocean. He has not missed.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Defense making the ball carrier work. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Okay, that time it was effective, but a really good defender will put that in their memory bank.
They get it to George, down low, and a throwdown. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Seth Curry. Here comes the screen. To Porzingis. From long range. Yeah, Kristaps Porzingis, all in one motion, rises for the 3.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
The follow won't go either. Paul George to Beverly. Trying to cash in, cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Doncic to Brunson. Clippers have got it.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Deep left corner. Beverly knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
To Porzingis. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I'll look out for that same move on the next possession now.
To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. 3 for 6 now.
It's plain and it's simple. The difference between a winning team and a losing organization is the fact that their ability to finish plays. You have to find a way defensively to finish these type of plays to win this game.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Screen coming. Hardaway. And the rebound taken in by George. Flushes it home. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Knocked loose. Clippers have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
To George. Terrific vision. The monster stuff. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Here comes the screen. Brunson to Porzingis. For 3. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Williams into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. And finishes strong.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Brunson to Luka Doncic. Here comes the screen. Doncic to Porzingis. Fires the 3. The danger of KP. Porzingis hits the 3 with the hand in his face.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
George had made his first 3, but that shot off the mark. Oh, they called the foul.
And you can't lunge like that.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
First foul in the last 2 minutes. Stepping in for LA, number 20.
Knocked loose. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Paul George. It's going to stay with Dallas. He'll put it up at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. To Leonard. Kristaps Porzingis pins it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Paul George snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
George, he was all over him.
He was absolutely scoring at will in the first half. But now that the defense has picked up, don't try to do too much. Less is more.
Off the assist.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
And he hits.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Mavericks with the possession.
I got ball. Here we go. Here we go.
Doncic, knocked loose. Clippers have got it.
Ooh, I think people are leaving already.
To Porzingis. Offensive rebound. The shot almost. Leonard. 4-3. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Clippers have it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Great feed. And throws it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Now a whistle. Dallas will use the timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Brunson to Hardaway.
Mouse in the house. Mouse in the house. Come on, come on.
Oh, he had it.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
To Luka Doncic. Around the perimeter. Hardaway to Brunson. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Has a look. Beverly's shot no good. Kristaps Porzingis sends it away. That's his third block this evening. And Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open. Takes advantage.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Kawhi Leonard with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
The feed stolen away. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries the three. He's too good to leave that open.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
The Mavericks signal for timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. To Porzingis. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big. To Paul George. And a nice finish at the rim.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Seth Curry to Porzingis. Not that time. To Leonard. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Baseline drive. Goes reverse to lay it in.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Draws the foul, and Porzingis will go to the line to shoot two.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Deep three at the buzzer. 3 quarters complete, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. Dallas with the basketballs. We begin the 4th quarter. They're looking up at a big margin, and that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
Oh, he was wide open. And it's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
To Porzingis. Can't get past the defender. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
To Lee. Porzingis. Justin Jackson against Paul George. To Seth Curry. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Shot from the lane won't go. Porzingis goes to the left side, and that'll get out of bounds off one of the Mavericks. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Subbing in for the Mavericks, number 77.
George can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Beverly into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To George. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
And he slams it down. Big finish for Kristaps Porzingis. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Doncic. Clippers have got it. Good look that time, but off the mark. To right. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Porzingis, the pass taken away by the Clippers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And look out.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Porzingis, defended by Harkless. And a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2, Los Angeles Clippers.
Doncic to Seth Curry. Right to Porzingis. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still, you got to make that one.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Dallas with the possession. Doncic to Porzingis.
Hey, it's a mismatch down here. Throw it in.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Knocked loose. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Down low for Powell. Pass to the rim. Flushes down the slam. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract, because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Delon Wright. Huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Leonard. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Porzingis. Short jumper won't go down. And Jay, they call the foul.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Stepping in for Los Angeles, number 23, Louis Williams.
It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.